Hamza ruined my life. He ruined it in the same way that my diet ruined my high score on the bathroom scale, or my quitting weed ruined my addiction to shitty Netflix baking shows. I guess you can say that he changed my life for the better. When I was in college, I used to do late night drives with my friends where we would talk about life, like philosophies, what reality is, what the meaning of life is. By the way, side note, if you can make good friends who don't gossip about celebrities or check their phone constantly while talking about something, and then the conversation gets really deep, those are the highest quality friends. Anyway, yeah, I would go on late night drives with my friends in college, and one time, one of my friends asked me who my male role model was. He said his dad was his role model and that he was trying to be a role model to his younger brothers. I paused for a whole minute just sitting there thinking, who was my male role model? And I couldn't come up with anybody. I said I had no male role model. See, I was really pathetic. I was the kind of guy who would watch a TV show and then make that my personality. I would try to be like the character that gets laid the most. Or I would be someone who would obsess over celebrities. I was like an active lurker on the Kanye subreddit. I knew everything that this random celebrity was doing. It was really, really pathetic. You need a role model. When I didn't have one and I started college, I had no discipline and constant anxiety. I was so anxious when I tried to go to the gym, I couldn't get myself to walk in. I always needed somebody to come with me, or it got to the point where I had to FaceTime friends from home just to feel comfortable going into the gym. And even with those people, I was too afraid to use the machines or to use the free weights. It just stunted my progress. Eventually though, I realized I wanted to level up my self-improvement a little bit and be just more attractive, to women, honestly, even to just myself. For when I look in the mirror, I was 105 pounds. I was disgustingly skinny. My goal was to hit 120 by the summer, so I went to the gym every single day. I got my friends to come with me, and from there we learned off of each other. They had been going for some time, and we would go every single day. It was my first good self-improvement habit. I started watching YouTube videos about fitness and just how to lift better, and that's where I came across Hamza and his idea for an aesthetic body. I was really stupid though. When I discovered him, I would only try to figure out the exact exercises he did, like the exact bicep curl. He's trying to do the preacher curl. Okay, that's what I'll be doing. And I didn't look into good nutrition or good sleep. After a year of doing that, I ended up moving out and living on my own. And then the bad habits, they just got amplified so much more. I was now staying up till 4 a.m. I was binging random YouTube videos about things that didn't matter to me, like Marvel shows. I've never watched a Marvel show. And I would jerk off all the time. I would get high constantly. My fridge was just filled with alcohol. There were no good habits. I was still sometimes going to the gym, but it wasn't good. Luckily, the YouTube algorithm gods blessed me, and I started watching Hamza more and more and more. And then I realized I have to better my life, because I will be the same person at 30 years old that I am now if I don't get on self-improvement. From there, I made a routine and a schedule, and I got really dedicated to it. I learned the discipline, and I did it because I was following Hamza, a good role model who had done all of the hard work and taught me how to get there. You need a good role model in your life. So, what makes a good role model? Firstly, you have to respect whoever your role model is going to be. If that person's an alcoholic and you look down on them for even one quality, there's no way you would want to follow in their footsteps or take their advice or learn from them at all. And this person doesn't have to be a greatly respected member of society, right? We're not trying to find social validation here. We're trying to find someone that we like. We're trying to give ourselves long-term happiness. So you have to find someone you respect. Secondly, you should look at this person's shortcomings and all of their good parts of their life. Weigh all the negatives and positives. Look at yourself and look at them. If you were in their position in 3 to 4 years, you had exactly what they had, would you be happy? Would you feel fulfilled? Lastly, your values should line up exactly with this person. If they're a football player and you care nothing about football, most of the stuff they're gonna do is to be better on the field, and you're just wasting your time becoming obsessed with this football player. For me, I followed Hamza, who values discipline, hard work, and just bettering yourself. I don't have the exact same goals as him. Like, I know he's big on entrepreneurship, and I have a traditional career in software engineering that I enjoy and want to continue in. However, he has done so much of the work that just following in his footsteps will get me a disciplined life in any area that I want. So that's why I would say he is a good role model. As a young man, I think you should look into getting a role model because somebody else has already done a lot of the hard work in figuring out what works and what doesn't. Learn from their mistakes and learn what they did that's right, and you'll 100 times better your self-improvement journey. I guarantee you.